Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine Live. I'm Catherine, and I am here with sketch number 2 from the Creative Memories virtual crop for April 2023. And we're going to be using the Scrap Happy 2.0 collection. So when you see the sketch for this particular challenge, you'll see it's traditionally a one-page sketch. I decided to turn it into a 2-page sketch because those who voted on my community tab this month, we had a 3-way tie for first place. So I thought, why not do 3 2-page layouts for everybody this month? And let's go ahead and get started so I can show you all what I'm going to be working with from this collection. Just need to change things over here a minute. All right. So here we go. Here is the sketch. I will hold this up for you so you can see what I have done. And you can see I opted not to do the 3x3 photos because to me that's just a little bit too small. So I'm doing 6 3-inch by 5-inch photos. And we'll see how that works out for me. I also have 2 3-inch by 2-inch pieces that I used that were scraps from cutting the 3x5s. And you'll see what I'm going to do with those. And then I have 4 4x6 mats as well. For the base of this layout, you might also notice that I'm going kind of in a different direction than what's on here, because you can see where they have some things running vertically on the page. And I really wanted to use this fun foiled film page as my base for this layout. There you go. There's the foiling on there catching the light. It's just gorgeous. And so I wanted to run it going across the page because I just thought it looked, I don't know, almost too busy going straight up and down. I liked the horizontal look. It just looked a little bit nicer, a little more cohesive to me. So that is what I opted to do. And you're more than welcome to do what you would like with your pages and your layouts. So let me show you what I'm going to be putting together here. So I can get my mats together. So the film page, obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but it has a lighter film print on the back side of this one. I also pulled out our tape runner paper, which is what I cut my larger mats from. It has the yellow design on the back of it. So these are going to be up here. This one's going to be in the middle, and this one's going to be on the bottom. And so for the rest of this, I used our Creative Memories Shutterflower paper. That was the blue one, not the multicolor. It has the orange kind of tiled look paper on the back of it. And so here is this. And I've also pulled out my embellishments as well. So I'm going to be popping this one up on foam squares at the top here. And then I'm going to be adding my little community embellishment to the, what size did I say this was? 3x2 piece that I had left over. Actually, this needs to go this way so I can fit that. And that one can go this way a little bit. And make sure it stays on the page here. This is going to go here. So you can see we're just kind of bringing back in some of the colors that are coming from our tape runner papers. And then on the same, we're basically going to do about the same thing on this right side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start over here. And I did have it angled. Maybe if I do that a little bit better, there we go. Here I have another one of our little embellishments that has who, what, where, and when on it, kind of a rainbow color again. I have our little shutter flower. This one is a foiled embellishment, so you can kind of maybe catch, if I can catch the light on it. There you go. You can see the foiling on that one as well. And then this is going to go over from the edge a little bit. This is going to go exactly against its match here, and this one's going to come over just a hair as well. So there we have it. We're kind of changing it up a bit but keeping the essence, I guess, of the sketch overall. I don't know. I like to think I'm at least in the ballpark here. Um, yeah, I guess so. If you look at it, you can see they had the two larger photos, and then I just put the 3x5 here in the middle. So I kind of flipped it a bit, and then the other two coming down from this side, and then I'm going to add my journal boxes. The rainbow one actually is going to go towards the bottom, whereas the shutter flower one is going to go towards the top. And you'll see that in just a few minutes. So we will have some space for journaling and embellishing as well. So let me see if this is mostly straight here. I'm going to go ahead and start up here, I think, and just get these put on the page here. Let's see. It's kind of nice that these run. I think that the film strips run pretty even, but I'm not sure. I didn't actually take the time to measure those, so I'm kind of trying to follow some of the lines from that a bit. I think I'm reasonably lined up there. And here we go with this one. Let me put this up just a hair because you can see I'm just ever so slightly off, and I kind of want to make sure I get these two lined up here in between this one. Scoot that off here. Okay, so that's pretty much up against the edge of my left side of my right page, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this one right away because, you know, usually I don't jump around a whole lot, but I am this time. So just to make sure I get these two lined up nicely, and I keep moving that, so I need to get myself sorted out here. Here we go. I wonder if I flip that around, if that would match where I cut it better. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, next time, if you want it to match up, make sure you actually, when you're cutting, that you get the piece that was next to it on the paper, original paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it down. So my print doesn't exactly run the same, but it's okay. It's going to be what it's going to be. It's always fun to discover those things when you're live. It's not terrible. Honestly, there's worse things in life, and it's paper crafting, and so it's fun. Definitely, in the scheme of things, not a terrible thing, for sure. This one was just up a little bit and over just a bit here. Okay, so there's that, and then we'll have this one coming down from up here. Let me move this one out of the way a minute, and we'll just get that one going up here. Kind of almost at that, just a slight angle, but I want to make sure that these two corners stay on the page, and I'll do the same thing on the bottom here. Just make sure my two corners stay on the page so that when you put your page protector on, it will make sense. Here is my smaller piece going on here. It's almost like doing a puzzle a little bit. Making sure I get things where I think I wanted them when I kind of go through and I guess map out what I want to do, because of course I write down everything on the page here. It's let me take care of something real quick. Here we go. And so I'd always go ahead and list out the sizes and hope it turns out the way I kind of think it's going to turn out when I go to map them out ahead of time. So there we go. And so this last one, I am going to put foam squares under, which maybe I shouldn't because of since it's my journal box, I probably shouldn't. So I'm actually going to make sure I don't put tape on this end because I do want to be able to get my photo onto my page here still. So let's line that up. Maybe we'll line it up with the one next to it here. There we go. And whoops, I forgot to finish getting the rest of the stuff on this other side of the page, didn't I? All right, let's get these lined up too. Okay. So maybe I should angle this one the same way I angled the other one, huh? Coming in from the sides here. And then we'll just angle this one the opposite way as well. There we go. So sometimes, even when I think I have it mapped out, I change my mind mid-thought here. Oops. Get our little embellishment put down on our shutter flower paper here. And then we'll get our final journal box put down as well. I just kind of liked the idea of putting the shutter flower on the shutter flower paper. So now with this one, we're going to have to make sure not to get this corner here. So I'll go ahead and leave my finger there again as well. And there we go. How's about that? So I also pulled out our enameled embellishments, which is part of our embellishment pack. And I thought it might be fun just to add a little bit of extra color to our page because we have these really colorful and pretty embellishments. And I'm wondering if we maybe just do the corners, or do we think that that's enough? It looks busy right now on the camera, but I think if we add just that little bit of extra color, it's not gonna be bad for it, I think. So we'll do the corners, and we will maybe highlight our community here and our other shutter flower. There we go. How's about that? Okay, so I think that's it. I think we're done. I will hold it up here so that way you can see how it turned out. We were able to get 5 photos on each page. And I guess in a way, maybe I took away one from the sketch, but I like the larger photo. So if you want to go ahead and make your photos a little bit smaller on your page, you know, that's what the sketch kind of gives you an idea for that. And you can absolutely do that. I just liked the idea of having the slightly bigger photos as well. So I hope I've given you some extra ideas of something you can do with your Scrap Happy 2 collection. And I'll be back on again soon. Oh, I forgot I was going to mention when I'm talking about Scrap Happy, because of course I have actually been very fortunate to build a community here in New Mexico. We're getting ready to move out to Washington State, and I'm going to have a big announcement coming on my website in May. So keep an eye out for that, because I will be starting more of a virtual community, and we are going to have some different opportunities for you all to join me in some actual virtual crops as well. I mean, I'll still be continuing to do the Creative Memories virtual crop here on YouTube, but we're going to have some fun doing other projects as well. So keep an eye out for that. My website, the Creative Pages Hub, just creativePagesHub.com, is linked in the description box below this video. Goodness, you can tell I drove in from Albuquerque this morning. So, excuse me, goodness gracious. I will have one more sketch to do today. The last one I kind of have a little bit of a crazy idea for, so that one probably won't happen until tomorrow, but let's get 3 of them knocked out tonight. Until next time.